Hello my friends, and welcome to episode 9 of Let's Play SimCity 4 of City Skylines Trinity. And I've decided not to do any of this work off camera when it comes to this little bit of highway work. I have decided that I am going to show it to you live. But before we focus on that, we are going to be making an exit. So, what I am thinking is we are going to be, first of all, we probably have to move this again. I know we already moved it once, but we need a little bit more room for the plan that I have going. In reality, I imagine there's a lot of farms here, and we are moving their farms. But what I'm thinking is we have these exits go here. We have more that will go that way. So they will all be linked up together, and it will all be good. Now, while I'm making it, I also wanted to have a little chit-chat with you guys about, well, there have been many people requesting a return to Civ 3. Apparently, the recent Let's Play that I did got people the appetite, I guess you could say, for more. So I've got to say, I'm very happy when people are interested in seeing something from me. So I am motivated to fulfill that request and bring Civilization 3 back for another Let's Play. But the problem is that would mean having 3 things active at the same time. So just want to let you know that if this does indeed happen, there will have to be compromises made in terms of content, because the amount of time from which to record is a relatively finite thing. I can only do so much recording at one time. So if I do 3 Let's Plays, that's going to reduce the amount of content for all 3 of those things below what it otherwise would have or could have been. So that's something to remember. Also, if you have so many things going on, you might, or I might, forget what I'm doing at some points in various games, and that could be a problem. I mean, I can always leave notes for myself, but there is a element of flow to making Let's Plays, at least I find in my experience. And without that flow going on, it's very easy to what's the word I'm looking for? Well, to sort of forget where you're going with things, I guess. It's a way to put it. And while it's very easy to forget in any case what you're doing, or at least what I'm doing, it's even easier when when a lot of time has passed or a lot of other things have come in the intervening times. So what I'm debating about is actually, since I've been doing Sims 3 for quite a while by this point, I was actually thinking of having some form of Sims 3 hiatus where I would temporarily pause the episode making, or at least I would slow it down quite a bit. Just because when you think about the amount of Sims 3 content that I've made over the last 3 months, it's well in excess of 100 episodes. So I would say I'm doing quite well with that. By the way, we're making a little bit of a crossover here. So yeah, I think that I can either put it on hiatus or put it on semi-hiatus. Still make episodes, but maybe not as many. So that is what I am considering. But yeah, I definitely want to hear your opinions on this, because I do want to satisfy as many people as possible, but I also know it's impossible to satisfy everyone. Okay, well, what's going to happen here is we are going to actually, I decided we're actually indeed going to build a brand new road that will be used for this exit and will possibly be connected to things in the future. But I like to have it like this, so we have a double left turn and a double right turn. So maybe this road will go this way in the future, maybe not. But for the moment, what I'd like to do is bend this around until it goes happily over the railroad tracks. And then it's going to bend down like that until it hits the town in a little intersection like that. Keep in mind, this road might eventually have a different trajectory. But for now, this is what we are going to do. Okay. So, I think we can upgrade this, have this be all one big guy. And what I'm going to do here is, well, a lot of people are going to be turning onto this. But in order to make it a little bit less insane, I propose we actually split it in two. So people coming from this way will turn onto here, people coming from this way will turn onto there. That is my goal. And now I want to make this go across there. So let's fix up this ugliness a little bit. So that, we don't have any weirdness going on. But yeah, this will work, and there is no stopping over here, which is also a benefit. And people will not stop in the intersection. That is another plus. Oh look, people are already coming to use it. And one other thing that we're going to do is, I imagine this could become a commercial area. In fact, that might be one of our next projects. So what I'm going to do is I am going to make what could be considered a service road here. Yeah, this would definitely be an area for commercial, because look how close to the hub we are. And then it would bend here before bending up here. Okay. Now, this is where we have to get a little bit artistic, I guess. Well, where we have to get to advance our stuffs here. Remember I told you there would be a little bit of this on camera, and that is what we are going to do. By the way, to finish up what I was talking about before, in regards to Civilization 3, if you're here and you're watching this, then you're also interested in Civ 3, that means you're cool, because my favorite My favorite kind of viewer on Bone Canoe 86 is somebody who watches more than one kind of thing. Like they're a Sims fan, but they're also a SimCity / City Skylines person, or they're a City Skylines person who is also a Civ 3 fan. So I like to talk about games on other games a little bit just for that reason, so that those cool people who are interested in more than one thing can have their opinions heard about these other things that they are interested in. You get what I'm saying? It's not too confusing? Okay, well, that is why I ask. So I am taking suggestions from you guys first, before anyone else, as to exactly what I should be doing on my next Civ 3 Let's Play. Who am I going to play? What kind of world am I going to play on? I've had a request for Carthage, and I've also had a request for China. And both of those civs definitely do have a appeal to me for Let's Play. So either one of those is good, or if anyone has another suggestion. Also, I have had it suggested to me that I should play on a map other than Pangaea this time, either a continent or an archipelago. The person who suggested Carthage was also suggesting I should play on an archipelago map. And I don't know if the person who was suggesting China said continents, but people have been saying continents, so could be doing that. So tell me in the comments which of those two you'd rather see, or if you'd rather see something entirely different, because I am open to suggestions. Oh man, and I bet this is going to become really crowded once we start to build up a little bit more. But we'll worry about, you know, capacity expansion when the time comes. Oh, you know what? I failed to level this out. That's a little annoying. Okay. There wasn't actually much to do, it looks like, at least on this side. A little more to do over here. But as you can see, I just need a few more trees up here. And you hear all this clicking? I wonder how many clicks I am using. It's a very high number. I have no doubt about that. But trees are important for aesthetics. So there we go. And also, I don't think I want anything to be built here, so we'll just make patches. We're not going to fill in the entire area with trees, but we will make tree patches. Oh, and to answer the question that you haven't asked, but you probably will ask, yes, it does eventually wear out my finger to do this. Although I can do it a lot longer than you might think. Okay. But I do it for you, and I do it for art. I also think it's very interesting that Civ 3 actually gets more requests than Civ 5. But, you know, I guess it makes more sense given the history of my channel and also the relative availability of Civ 5 videos as compared to Civ 3. I mean, if you want to watch a Civ 5 video, there's a lot of people out there, but if you want to watch a Civ 3 video, there aren't as many. So, people come to me for the 3. Yes. So, why not provide the 3 to the wonderful people who ask for it? So yeah, I am pretty sure that I am going to be starting Civ 3 up again very soon. I'm going to play on Monarch difficulty again, because even though I failed last time, I am certain that I am up for the challenge, and I can achieve this. But there we go, a little bit of a very stubby over here. Let's see. Actually, oh man, the residential demand shot up tremendously. I think for the sake of my sanity, if nothing else, I'm not going to worry about trees beyond this point, because we're getting into more industrial stuffs and it's not going to be as relevant. But as you can see, people are already using this little stretch of highway here, or this stretch of avenue. And yes, they turn left here, and they're going to turn right from here. So yeah, all these zones. This zone is almost completely abandoned, by the way. So, you know what? We are going to take a little bit of a brief pause from our highway construction, because residential is needed so much that we are going to actually go ahead and ship them some residents. We're going to FedEx them to them. Just like that. We're not going to add any more services because we added a lot of services last time we did residential. So all this area is going to be a-okay when it comes to services. At least I think it will be. So there we go. One thing we will add is, oh look, the water is already there. Imagine that. But we are going to also proactively upgrade this. See? Would you look at that? We are good and kind people. Alright. So, like I said, we're going to continue to make the highway. We're going to have one exit over here, and then our final exit at the city's end. Well, first of all, just like on the other end, I think that we're actually going to have this highway curve in, because I think I might want to be using it for more in the future. So, I mean, we might be having a bridge, we might be having a tunnel, who knows? But what we need to do, well, first of all, we're gonna be a little bit stupid about this and just do that as a temporary measure. So yeah, people will still be able to use this all. It's just gonna look a little awkward for the time being. Yep, just temporary, guys, just temporary. Excuse me. So we are going to continue this. We're going to leave a little bit of a gap here so people can keep using this while we're thinking. I mean, I could pause it, but I think it's more interesting to simulate real-time stuffs with the speed on. And yes, we're just going to go right along with the slope of the land, not worrying too much about anything here. Oh gosh. There we go. That's better. But yeah, we want to go around here. We might be digging in here, but then again, maybe not. Yeah, I don't think we're going to dig in this area. We're just going to do this. And for the sake of crossing the thing, let us build. I'm just thinking of exactly how I want to do this. Yeah, let's do that. And that way we can simply have this go here, this go here, and anyone can cross and go where they need to go. Okay. I'm thinking I might have 2 exits here, actually. It is one more than the original Turnpike, but I think we can live with that. Now, we have some interesting slope situations going on here. But here is my idea. Let's pick a spot like here. We are going to make that go like that. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. But doing this can actually do a lot of good for us. Because then you can actually tunnel under with regular roads. Okay, let's bend you. And there we go. Let's be a little snug. Snug it up. And snug it up slightly over here. And I'll show you what we can do. In fact, we might be able to just even, that's too bad. Sometimes you can actually just drag it across and it works. But not here. Let's see if this works. There we go. See? There is the there's a little tunnel we want. Boop. Let's put that there. People are going to use this, by the way, because they're tired of going all the way out there to get by. And if we're going to do that, we might as well upgrade all of this and then connect this to here like that. Because, yep, people are starting to use it. Let's actually connect a lot of these things. All right. Thinking. Yeah, we're going to have one exit over here and one over there. I'm pretty certain about that now. Stupid power lines How I hate thee. How I hate thee. If I could rate thee, I'd rate thee low. There's my song. Like my song? No? Well, too bad. But yeah, we're gonna just we're gonna use this higher elevation to elevate our beautiful turnpike as it goes over. Okay, but I think it's time to start thinking about our exit, which is going to be over here. Huh. You know what I always say, when you have a natural slope such as this, it makes sense to use it. Of course, I think we should probably flatten it out first. Although we're running low on soil, we probably are going to have to do some digging at some point. But here's what we're going to do. Yep, you come right up. And come there. For this side, we are going to actually we'll start it a little bit closer because we can. Yeah, that's fine. Boop. And keep in mind, there's no earthly reason that we have to make these ramps so complex or have them come together like this, but well, I've explained what I'm doing, so I think it makes all the sense within this context. Alright, once again, we're going to be creating a special avenue. This avenue will dead end over here. Man, that is an ugly block. Excuse me. Okay. But people have to pay their tolls, right? Pay their tolls to use the highway. So we are just going to have this go straight and intersect right here, and people are going to be able to go left or right, and you'll start to see people get off here pretty much immediately. In terms of the other direction, this might be a little trickier, but as long as we can get under here, I think everything else is going to be pretty easy. In fact, it's going to be really easy. See that? That was even easier than I thought it was going to be. Isn't that a nice surprise whenever that happens? But yeah, we're going to put that like that, because we're going to do a similar thing to what we did over there. Get on here and get on here. Okay. Okay. And they will go up here. To go down. This is actually turning out to be quite handsome. Alright. Well, it's about time for this to be annihilated. Because, well, we have your alternative. We have the permanent route. So rip this little bit of silliness. It's now dead. It is gone, but not forgotten. It will live in our hearts for about a week. There we go. I like that a lot, actually. But there we have it. Our little oh, yeah, we need to fix that first. If you can't get on, it doesn't matter. Okay, we have to do something about this, though. There we go. Looks good. Once again, though, I think we're better served with a service road here. We're just going to do that for cheapness, because we can right now. But this is going to come out to here, and there we go. That is how you get on and off the highway over here. Looks good. Man, we are doing so many episodes of highway creation. We're going to have to do one more. I can't believe it. It's kind of funny because if you look at how long it took to create this similar highway in SimCity 4, it was probably, I don't remember, but I think it probably took like 5 minutes or something like that. So it's kind of funny how that works out over here. Alright, little bumpy bridge over here. But we're going to make it go forward a little bit. Rad. Okay. Oh, look at how smooth that is. It dips a little bit on this side, but it's a lot smoother than I feared it might end up being. But we are going to do this. We might get into some beautification here, but I think this is going to be about the point where we say goodbye for now, because this has taken a long time, and I want to, preserve a good enough amount of time for the conclusion of this. So until then, are you ready for some more shenanigans? Oh yes. It is time, once again, for a temporary connector. So, we're just going to have one of these. Boop. And you can bet that people will be using this to get on our highway. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be that for this episode. So once again, I want to thank you for watching, and I'll join you very soon for some more exciting stuff. So, see ya.